Hello, my name is Frank Dorner. I'm the director of Lone Star Baseball. For over 20 years, we have conducted camps, tournaments, teams, evaluation camps, and recruiting seminars. In an effort to reach a wider audience and provide more information, we have created a website which is www.lone-star-baseball.com. The website has tools and information that will aid you in your recruiting process. What I want to do today is go through each section and describe the section, explain how you can better utilize it, and hopefully help you understand more about the website and the recruiting process. So I suggest you grab a pen and paper and we will begin the guided tour. Thank you so much. The first section is our most important area. It is Lone Star Baseball recruiting. What you can do here is post all your academic, athletic, and contact information along with pictures and video. Once you enter into the site, you will see a form and you just simply fill that out with all your information, and there's places for you to add extra information, and I'll explain more about that as we go here. But for years I advocated that parents and athletes create a website, and that would enable them to put all their information in one place and make it very accessible for college coaches. Now you don't have to do that. You don't have to go through that bother or expense. You have a page on our website which you input your information, and it's very easy for the college coaches to come to you. Simplifies the process, makes it easy for these coaches, so it's a win-win type situation. The information you want to input, in addition to your basics, height, weight, GPA, and all that, is anything that's going to put you in a positive mode. That would be your accomplishments athletically, and that's not only baseball, that would be in any sport that you're involved in. Any all district, all state, anything. Plus, if you have academic awards, you certainly want to make sure that's prominent, because coaches love these young men that have high academics because they're easy to get into school and they usually stay. In addition to that, anything that you've done in the community, such as you work with a Christian organization or a community center, or if you're a Boy Scout that's earned an Eagle Scout or something, anything of that nature, put that on there. Once you have all your information posted and you feel comfortable with it, you want to start the process of contacting college coaches. And I urge that you do that through email. It's the simplest way of going about this, and coaches are nowadays using email more and more. They're becoming more computer savvy themselves, so this is an area that they utilize. So what you want to do is just create the email, just tell them that you would like for them to come back to your page and view your information, and hopefully pictures and video. And all you have to do is just up at the top there's a address which includes your name. If you'll see that, just copy that, take that to the email and paste it, and then when the coach receives it, all he has to do is click on that link and it'll bring him right back to your web page. This makes that process so easy, and those coaches just eat that up. So this is something that's really beneficial to you. Now I want to talk just briefly about video here, because video is becoming very important, because a lot of these schools don't have a big recruiting budget. They pretty much are locked in locally, and if they have a way of reaching out to more athletes, it is a benefit to them. So you want to make a video and keep it simple. One thing, don't send them game video, because you don't get to see a lot in a game. You know, pitcher's going to throw you 5-6 balls, and half of them are balls, and you might hit one, and it's just not a good process. What I advocate that you do is go to a ballpark, Have your dad or a friend hit balls to you at your position and hit them left, right, and make yourself move. Show them your full range. Show them your arm strength, things of that nature. If you're an outfielder, arm strength is the most important thing you want to see, plus your speed and your tracking the ball. As far as hitting, it's very simple there. Just point the camera right at your chest and hit. And what it will tell you to do nowadays with the newer bat, you've got to be a hitter, not a slugger. So show them that you can hit the opposite fields, bunt, the whole thing. Just show them anything that's going to be positive. As a pitcher, you want to set the camera up behind the catcher so they can see the flight of the ball, the movement. And if you can gather up a Jux gun so you can hold it up and show the coach what your mile an hour is, that's a great benefit. Video is very important, so I advocate that you get that done. It's very simple to upload it to YouTube, and then you can bring it over to our website. It's just a matter of copy and paste once you have it on YouTube. I hope this has helped to some degree. If you have any questions or need additional help on anything here, my name and number and email address are on the website. Just feel free to get in touch with me, and we'll go over one by one whatever you'd like to talk about. So thank you very much, and we'll go on to the next section. Our next section is Collegiate Contact Directory. What we have done is place by state a listing of all schools that have a baseball program. And I'll ask you your help here. If you run across a school we don't have listed, please send me a note on that so I can definitely get them on our contact list. So what you want to do is just click on the link to the school, go to their website, and do your research as far as the school first, as far as their academic standing, the courses that they offer, the fees that they charge, their locations. Be diligent about that, because if you're wanting to study something they don't offer it, then that's not a school you should be interested in. Then the athletics section will provide you more information. Now they will either call it athletics or sports, mostly athletics. And then go on and do your research about the baseball team. As far as the coach is what I always look at first. You know, what his records are, what his accomplishments have been, his standing in the conference and all that kind of stuff. I look at age, because if he's an older coach that may retire fairly soon, you may not want to get into that, because you never know who the new coach is, and they come in with different ideas and want to bring in their own guys or something of that nature. So that's not always an optimal situation. You want to look at schedule. Most people don't even think about that, but schedules are important. If you have a school that travels mainly by bus and they're widespread, where you're on a bus 12-14 hours to get to a conference game or something like that, you may want to rethink that, because that takes you away from class time, and that's very important, because if you're away, it makes it even more difficult in the classroom if you're not there learning, and that's what you really are there for, is to earn that degree. So look at the schedule, look at the roster. If they have, say you're a catcher and there's 4 of them already at the school, I don't know why you'd want to go there, because your chances of playing are slim. I mean, especially early on. So if that's something that would be a bother to you, don't go there. Now, each school has usually a directory on their website, which will give you the coach's name, his phone number, his email address, which to me is the most important thing. Now, as far as that goes, the head coach is usually not the recruiting coordinator. So whatever coach is listed there in the baseball program, all their assistant coaches, get their contact information also. So if you want to send an email, you send it to all of them, because you never know who that recruiting coordinator is, and it doesn't hurt to send it to all of them, and just let them all know that you're interested in their program. So do your research, check these schools out, Don't just say I'll play anywhere that will have me, because that usually doesn't work. You need to go somewhere where you're a fit and they're a fit to you, and this is just the plus situation. That's all for this section. We'll be on to the next one shortly. Good luck to you. This next section is college and pro tryout camp information. And what we do is set up a link to the information on each college's website as to the events they're going to conduct. Now, this is a slow process for me, because I have to go through 1,500 or more websites to see if there's any event that's going to take place. Typically, I will do it like in early to mid-May, again in mid-June, then in September. Once the coaches are back in school, they usually set a fall schedule, and then late October, early November. So if they're going to do anything in January, it's usually posted at that time. Now, there's getting to be two types of camps. One is the pure tryout camp, where they're going to hit balls at you at your different positions. They're going to allow you to pitch. They'll put a gun on you, see how hard you throw in the different pitches. The catchers will show their pop time, and then you'll hit, and that's pretty much it. The second type is one that's evolving, and it's called a showcase, which they encompass a tryout within a camp. Division I schools cannot hold a pure tryout, so they have come up with this idea: have a camp and have a tryout within the camp. They're usually going to cost you more money, but there again, you get a camp and a tryout at a school. So some of them are pretty nice, so check into those. The third type, which is really a tryout, is with pro teams. Now, pro teams have pretty much gotten away from having tryouts. There's a few that still do a few there, and if we find any, we're certainly going to post them, but I just haven't found that many over the last couple of years. The main one that you want to go to, if possible, and I say that because you have to be recommended by a scout or college coach or somebody like that to even go to the tryout, and that's the area code games. It's kind of the granddaddy of all. If you get into the area code games, there's a lot of coaches at the tryouts, and especially if you're chosen to be a part of the area code team, which goes to the West Coast and plays in a situation out there. If you can there, and we have a link to the area code and all that. There's different organizations that run tryouts. We've got some of them linked. I think they're the ones that I've seen that have a good price and especially a good return on what they do. So keep those in mind. They're linked up on the top or top of the first page I have. What I will say to you is go to as many as you can, relax, kind of be prepared for it. We have a on our website, we have a video that goes through how to prepare for a tryout camp. It's a lot of good information. We've conducted them ourselves, so we know what we want to see, and little tips there that will help you out as far as performing at your best at these camps. So view that video and go to as many as you can, and I hope this helps you a bit. Now, we'll be doing the next section fairly soon, so hang on, and good luck to you. The instructional camp directory is a listing of any instructional camp that I've been able to find on the different schools' websites. As far as recruiting, instructional camps on the most part are not very optimum. They're fun events. You may learn a little bit from the different coaches, but usually the deal with an instructional camp at a school is being able to go on the school's field and interact with the coaches from those different schools, and you may get to know a coach and learn a little bit about him and things of that nature. So it's not a total dead issue as far as recruiting, but as far as what you want to do recruiting wise is go to the tryouts and things of that nature. So keep that in mind when you go to an instructional camp, that they're more for fun, they're more for getting to know coaches and things of that nature. But I would say the cost involved in them just not really advantageous to you, because some of them are very expensive. I don't want to put them down totally, because my son went to a few and he really enjoyed them. So keep that in mind. They're to have fun. Now, what we have there is a link, the school, and it links to the section on their website that gives you more information about the instructional camps. So use it wisely and have some fun with it, and then we'll go on to the next section. Thank you so much. The grant and scholarship information section is a compilation of information that I tried to gain from just scouring the internet. Anything that had to do with the grant or scholarship, linked to it, and hopefully it provides some information for you that you can use. In addition to that, always talk to the counselors at the school that you're planning on attending. They usually have a lot of information that those schools have as far as the grant and scholarship situations that they work with on an ongoing basis, so they might be able to tell you a bit more. But there seems to be two types of grants or scholarships, which is need-based and then academic earned, which means if you're a strong student, there's a lot of help and aid for you to go to school. We have it broken down by state, because each state has their own programs and special type things that they have. Like the state of Texas has a program that is for their veterans. It's called the Hazelwood Act, which offers up to 150 hours of college credit for a veteran, and the neat deal there is that he can actually transfer that to his children. I had a dad at one of my seminars tell me that he sent his son to Texas A&M University, and it was costing him like $14,000 for a year because the Hazelwood Act picked up so much of it. And so check into that. You can find that information linked also on our Texas portion of it. And but each state might have something like that, and so check them all out. And these schools nowadays are very costly, so you need some help, and there is help out there. A lot of major corporations like Walmart, Target, on and on, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, they have programs. Usually you have to write an essay and see if you can win something like that, but they're well worth it. So check them out, and hopefully they help, because like I said, schools are expensive nowadays. Thank you so much. In the recruiting and training video section, you will find information and films that I feel comfortable in putting up on my website. And why I say that is there a lot of the training videos that are on YouTube are just, to me, not worthwhile, junk, whatever you want to call them. But the ones that I ran across, I feel like they give you a message that you can use. Case in point is Charlie Lau had a series of lessons on hitting there, and Charlie Lau for years was just the guy, and he passed away prematurely, at a very early age, but his information is so basic and it's just great to listen to, and I was very surprised that I ran across him on YouTube. It was just a pleasure to listen to him. Also, we have put our seminar kind of a condensed version, because you have to condense it down because of the time limit on YouTube, but we feel like the information there that we gained, and we could tell you how to go about your business at crowd camps, how to contact coaches, stuff like that. We've been in this area for over close to 20 years, let's put it that way. So I feel comfortable in telling you things that are going to help you. So view those videos, and I think they will help you. I'm pretty sure they will, because I'm very proud of them. And be comfortable with the other things in there, because there's pretty much nobody's selling you anything. They're just trying to teach you a little bit. So check them out, have some fun with it, and thank you a lot. The Lone Star Baseball link section is filled with information sites, fun sites, things that will help you, like the NCAA rules, NJCAA rules, and so on and so forth, or fun type things like the Division I scoreboard, which has updated college scores all through the years. I don't know how they do it, but they update you per inning all the way through. It's an amazing site. Also, the weather site that I've used for years when I was running my tournaments, that it proved to be very accurate, which is the National Weather Service. So if you run tournaments or you're going to a tournament and want to check the weather, it's an excellent site to kind of tell you what's happening. There's just a bunch of fun type links. There's a bunch of information things there. I feel like all of them are quality, or I wouldn't have put them up there. So check them out, have fun with them, and this will end our tutorial as far as how to use our website. But the one and most important things that I want to tell you is all this is free. It's you use it as many times as you want. I'm never going to charge anything for these tools and the updates and everything like that. I hope you appreciate it, because it takes a lot of time. It's kind of a hobby of mine to keep it up. It keeps me connected with this baseball world that I love so much. So I want you to enjoy it and gain information from it and use it. And I would really truly want to wish you well in your search for a collegiate playing opportunity. My son was fortunate enough to play college and professional baseball, and I want to guarantee you, old Dad loved every minute of it. And I wish we could go back in time and relive it, but everybody has that old age thing going. So enjoy. I hope this instructional video has helped you out a bit. Thanks so much.